The Mindanao Railway Project has once again captured national attention as new developments, expanded phases, and upgraded design plans reveal the true scale of what is now being called one of the most transformative infrastructure ventures in the country's history. For decades, people in Mindanao dreamed of a modern railway system that could finally unlock the region's massive economic potential. That dream is now reshaping into reality as the project continues to accelerate, shocking even those who once doubted it could ever move beyond the planning table. The recent updates have brought a renewed wave of excitement, optimism, and anticipation across the entire island, especially as the mega project promises not only faster transportation but also a complete economic rebirth that could elevate the region to stand beside some of the world's most advanced rail-linked economies. At the heart of the railway's massive impact is its ambition to create a new transportation backbone across Mindanao. For generations, roads and highways were the only major means of transport on the island, which resulted in heavy traffic, slow delivery of goods, and high travel costs. The railway promises to reverse that by establishing a high-capacity, high-speed, and cost-efficient transport network connecting key cities such as Davao, Tagum, Digos, General Santos, Cagayan de Oro, Iligan, Butuan, Surigao, and Zamboanga. The goal is simply but revolutionary: move people and goods at record speed, stimulate business growth along the rail corridor, cut travel time dramatically, and shift Mindanao into a modern economic powerhouse. The first phase, known widely as the Tagum Davao Digos or TDD segment, remains the most talked about component of the overall plan. Stretching more than 100 kilometers, this initial line is intended to serve as the spark that ignites the full railway network. Once operational, this section alone is projected to reduce the travel time between the three cities from more than 3 hours to just under 1 hour. The relief this brings to thousands of workers, students, and business owners cannot be overstated. For years, the daily commute between these rapidly growing urban centers has been plagued by congestion and unpredictable travel times. A modern, reliable rail system cutting through the heart of these cities will change the way people live and work. More surprising to the public, however, is how far the planning for the subsequent phases has progressed. Several regions in Mindanao, long considered too far from major economic centers, are now being integrated into the route. Cities expected to be part of future segments include Butuan, Surigao, Cagayan de Oro, Iligan, General Santos, and even Zamboanga, creating an island-wide system that rivals modern railway networks in Southeast Asia. This massive interconnected system is what experts believe will unleash the true potential of Mindanao, attracting investors, industries, and international companies eager to take advantage of faster mobility and logistics. Economic analysts have already begun calling the railway a mindset shifter because of how it changes the way people imagine Mindanao's future. Railways, unlike highways, create long-term, high-density development zones around stations. These hubs naturally attract businesses such as malls, hotels, offices, warehouses, residential towers, factories, and logistics centers. Each rail stop becomes a catalyst for new jobs, new communities, and new opportunities. The railway is not just a transport project, it is a blueprint for rapid urbanization and modernization. When fully completed, the railway corridor is expected to generate hundreds of thousands of jobs, both directly and indirectly, boosting the income of ordinary families and improving the quality of life across the island. Construction challenges, of course, remain part of any mega project of this scale. Engineers have been working around various technical obstacles including land acquisition issues, shifting soil conditions, and the need for reinforced structures in certain areas. But the breakthroughs in engineering and continuous government support have allowed the project to push forward. Updated designs now include more durable elevated sections, advanced signaling systems, and modern protective features to ensure safety and long-term reliability. The new train sets planned for the railway will feature air-conditioned coaches, digital monitoring systems, and high-speed engines, giving Mindanao a level of transportation comfort similar to advanced rail systems in Japan, South Korea, and Europe. A major aspect that has shocked many analysts is how the railway is expected to impact Mindanao's agricultural and industrial sectors. The island is rich in natural resources and is a major producer of bananas, pineapples, coconuts, palm oil, and aquaculture products. Traditionally, transporting these goods to ports and markets took too long and cost too much, reducing profits for farmers and exporters. The railway will drastically shorten the time required for goods to reach urban centers and seaports, improving product freshness, lowering shipping costs, and increasing exports. Factories may begin relocating to Mindanao due to cheaper land and better logistics offered by the railway corridor, transforming the region from a raw material supplier to a major manufacturing hub. Tourism is another area expected to receive a massive boost. Mindanao holds some of the most beautiful natural attractions in the country: mountains, beaches, waterfalls, lakes, and cultural sites. Yet many remain underdeveloped due to poor accessibility. The railway changes that. Travelers will be able to reach multiple destinations within a single day, encouraging tourism investments such as resorts, adventure parks, and cultural centers. Cities known for festivals, cuisine, and heritage will benefit from higher visitor traffic, increasing local income and showcasing Mindanao's diverse and vibrant culture. Another major surprise for many people is the project's alignment with the growing trend toward clean and sustainable transportation. Modern trains produce far less pollution compared to thousands of buses, trucks, and private vehicles congesting the roads daily. By shifting transport demand to rail, the region will experience lower carbon emissions, improved air quality, and a reduction in road accidents. A modern railway also encourages city planning that is less dependent on cars, making communities more walkable, organized, and environmentally friendly. The long-term vision for the Mindanao Railway includes the possibility of freight lines, cargo terminals, and even smart city developments along the route. Several property developers have reportedly begun scouting locations near future stations. Once the line is operational, land values are expected to rise, spurring construction of residential, commercial, and industrial clusters. This urban transformation mirrors what happened in major cities across Asia, where railways became the central force behind economic growth. Perhaps the most powerful impact of the railway, however, is the psychological shift it brings to the people of Mindanao. For many decades, infrastructure development on the island lagged behind other regions. Rapid modernization always felt just out of reach. But the railway symbolizes a new era, an era where Mindanao is positioned as a key player in the national and regional economy. The project demonstrates that the region is no longer on the sidelines but is stepping into the spotlight with infrastructure that competes with global standards. Children growing up today in Mindanao will experience a very different future from previous generations, a future with modern transit, bustling cities, opportunities for education and employment, and greater connectivity with the rest of the world. As the project moves forward, excitement continues to build. The railway is not merely a convenience, it is a long-awaited symbol of progress, unity, and hope. It brings economic strength, environmental sustainability, and social development through one powerful transport system. Whether for business owners, workers, students, farmers, or tourists, the Mindanao Railway Project is set to change everything. What once seemed impossible is now becoming one of the biggest transformations the region has ever seen, proving that infrastructure can truly shape the destiny of a nation.